Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you so much for being a time traveler. This is your new moon in Sagittarius reading. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you're not sure what your other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and then just come back here and watch the video of your choosing. With all of that said, let's begin. Okay, tapping into the Leo collective now. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the new moon and Sagittarius message for Leo? Your oracle card here, Empty Well, Time to Replenish, card number 16. Your first moonology card, Full Moon in Pisces, Forgive. And your last card here is Ring Around the Moon, Protection. Okay. Tell me more about this here, please, for Leo. Empty Well, Time to Replenish, card number 16. Full Moon in Pisces, Forgive, and Ring Around the Moon, Protection. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords, Four of Cups, High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Wands. You have the Moon. There's our new moon in Sagittarius. And then we have the Chariot and Temperance at the bottom of the deck, which is Sagittarius energy. I feel like I've tapped into a group of Leos who almost feel like their lives have been on hold for quite some time. And maybe that's something you knowingly did. Maybe you went through some type of, obviously here, Three of Swords moment, and you've been healing, resting, recovering, meditating since then. And if it wasn't an actual Three of Swords moment, like someone let you down or disappointed you or broke your heart or broke up with you, then it could just be like physical fatigue, mental fatigue. Maybe for some of you, you feel like you ran out of energy. Or I almost wanted to say you gave up on something that maybe you were working on in the past, like because of overexhaustion or something to that effect. I just feel like you have been sitting in this for a while, meditating, contemplating, healing, suspending yourself because you are exhausted, and either exhausted because you did too much, or exhausted because too much has happened to you and you've been in this long period of recovery. I think there's a need here for you to forgive yourself, maybe to even forgive another individual here. There is divine protection here with the High Priestess to that protection card. So tell me about the Four of Swords. Why is the Leo collective in this Four of Swords? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man again, and the Sun card. Why is the Hanged Man here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Hanged Man, clarified by the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, which is here again, and Temperance shows itself again. Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Six of Swords, Judgment, and the Page of Wands, Knight of Cups. Why is the Knight of Cups here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups clarified by Strength, which is you, Five of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess for protection. Why is the High Priestess here? One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess is clarified by Knight of Wands, King of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Why is the Three of Swords here? Why is the Three of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Swords, clarified by the High Priestess again, the Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. So I definitely feel like I have tapped into a group of Leos that have gone through something quite difficult, and have chosen, I think this was of your own choosing, to say, I'm going to kind of take a little bit of pause here from life. I really need to replenish my well. And I think you've been doing it for quite some time. So again, either healing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. This is just like, I need a timeout from life. Too many things have drained me, drained my energy. And again, for some of you, this could just be exhaustion because of overwork, which is something we do when we're trying to drown out something we don't, that we've gone through and we really don't want to focus on. So you've been in like this long period of healing or long period of stagnation. Hangman is clarified by King of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. There's a new offer opportunity coming in here for the Leo collective. Now, whether it's one that you're creating for yourself or one that's coming in, I don't know. I'm going to try to clarify this more for you. But I feel like, yes, you've replenished yourself. Yes, you can continue healing, but you can do both is the feeling that I'm getting here. You can continue to heal and continue to get back to living, continue to enjoy life, continue to move forward. There's something like that here at play. Like it's okay to replenish your own well. It's okay to take a time out from life, but you can do both at the same time. You can heal and move forward at the same time. It's not an either or. And I think for some of you, the mentality maybe has been, if I'm going to rest and recover and heal because of burnout or exhaustion or heartache or trauma, I'm not going to focus on anything else. And I feel like you're at a stage now, or at least the Leo collective is at a stage where Source is like, we're going to bring in some new opportunities for you, because while it's good for you to heal, we don't want you to get too stuck or too stagnant in that, especially as a fire sign. So I do think that the path forward here begins by you forgiving. Now, and that could be forgiving yourself, forgiving someone who has betrayed you or let you down. But there is a need here to make that judgment call and say, okay, the path forward comes with forgiving at least one person here for something they did. Now, I don't know when they did this to you, a day ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. I don't know. But the feeling here is like the path forward comes from forgiving. If we're really going to move on from that individual or from that experience, then we need to do it in a way where like, okay, I didn't necessarily like what happened to me back there. I don't necessarily like what this person did to me or how they broke my heart or they betrayed me, but I'm going to forgive them, not for them, not because I'm condoning what they did to me, but for myself, so I can free up my energy. There's like a little bit of an energetic cord here, still tied to a past experience. And I feel like Source is saying your path forward comes with forgiving the experience or the entities involved and coming to that realization or conclusion that as bad as that was, it was part of my life's journey. And I wouldn't be who I am today had I not gone through that. And so I feel like the path forward here is through the road of forgiveness. And for others of you, this is you needing to forgive yourself. Maybe because you stayed in this procrastination station too long. Maybe because you've isolated yourselves too long. Maybe because you gave up on something that you wanted to do or wanted to learn or wanted to explore, and then you kind of put it on the back burner. Or maybe you need to forgive yourself for something that you did to someone else. So a twofold message there. For some of you, it's forgiving another entity or entities. And then for others of you, this is forgiving yourself. So the Knight of Cups, I feel like once you do that, once you're able to really like forgive and let go, again, whether it's internal or external to you, that's when I feel that this new opportunity here comes in. This new opportunity coming in is divinely protected. You got the High Priestess here twice to this. So this new offer coming in, I'm going to try to get you timing on this, but it looks like it's some new creative endeavor, something here for you to learn, to get out of your comfort zone, to engage with life again, to get back to your life's purpose or some mission. Let's start clarifying these messages here. I don't want to dwell too much on what you have been recovering from. And I don't want to be the reader who's going to point their old lady finger at you and tell you that you have to forgive someone from your past. I'm just telling you the message that's here is that full release and fully moving on is being able to say, I understand what happened and I forgive what happened because it made me who I am today. I think that's the long and short of that message. I don't want to spend too much time dwelling on that. But I do see a new opportunity here coming in for you. And it looks like when it comes in, there's some internal conflict or reservation on your part. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I want to go back to school and learn this. I don't know if I want to learn this new skill. I don't know if I want to pick up this project I put on the back burner and get involved in it again. I don't know if I'm ready to go out on a date or hang out with people. So there's an opportunity coming in that is either passionate or creative or exciting on some level. And it is a divinely protected opportunity. Again, it's yours for the taking. You don't have to take every opportunity. I always say life for me a lot, I look at it like traveling down a highway, and every now and then an exit pops up. We don't have to take every exit. We can continue to stay on the highway, but I feel like this is an exit, a route here that kind of moves the Leo collective onto a new path, onto a new trajectory now for their life. And I think it's calling for you, or this message is calling for you to take the exit. So tell me more about this opportunity. Tell me more about the opportunity. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands, and then we'll clarify who's bringing it in, and we'll get timing for you as well. So clarify that Ace of Wands here first. One more shuffle. Thank you. And it's like this opportunity is protected from any type of deception or betrayal. Like I feel like it's a genuine opportunity to go out on a date, to get to know someone, to launch a business, to learn something new. I just heard golden. It's a golden opportunity. Let's see where we go with this. We have King of Wands, Eight of Swords, again with the Six of Swords. So this opportunity is meant to pull you out of this period of stagnation, contemplation, meditation, grieving. It's meant to pull you out of that. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. So you'll be at a wide point when this opportunity comes in. Obviously, it's your decision to take the exit or not. What else does Leo need to know about the opportunity? Some type of creative endeavor or pursuit, or like I said, a new passion project, revisiting something you put on the back burner. It could even be going out on a date. For those of you, maybe you were really burned in the past and you went, I'm not going to date anyone ever again. This would be a new beginning in love, maybe with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So tell me more about this new opportunity here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles. I just said it's a golden opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Isn't that weird? I had said King originally. King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. This opportunity is intended to not only get you out of a comfort zone, but it's intended to teach you something. It's a divinely protected opportunity. Again, whether it's in career and finance, love and romance, or some other creative pursuit here, it's intended to help you overcome the loss or the betrayal or trauma that you experienced in the past. You also need to be very discerning with this. I think some of you are a little hand shy. You know, I launched a business in the past, it failed. Now I'm reluctant to do it again. Or I have a current business model, it's not doing well. I'd like to change it, but I have some hesitation when it comes to changing it. I don't have enough self-confidence in myself to make the necessary changes or to learn something new. This could even be like wanting to go back to school, learn a new skill, learn something new, get a degree. And it's like, gee, I don't know if I want to do that. I'd like to do that, but maybe I'm too old to go back to school or learn something new. So there's a feeling like that. Like part of you wants to do whatever this is, and then part of you is like simultaneously talking yourself out of it because of some past loss or trauma or defeat that you experience. And there's something here you need to be discerning when this opportunity comes in and not see it for what it is, which is a golden opportunity to do something for yourself that's beneficial. It's protected in nature, and to trust it and to trust yourself that you can handle whatever this opportunity is. You can take the lessons, right? You're a lot wiser now, given what you've gone through, but I wouldn't allow those past experiences to stop you from moving forward with whatever this is. Tell me more about this individual, this King of Cups. They don't have to be a masculine. Tell me more about the King of Cups here. Who's making this offer? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ace of Cups. There's that opportunity. The Hermit could be a Virgo. And the Seven of Wands, bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's an communication offer opportunity here coming to the Leo collective. I feel like this opportunity is meant to challenge you. I don't normally get that message with the Seven of Wands, but I think it's supposed to feel a little uncomfortable. I think it's supposed to get you out of a comfort zone. I think you are supposed to sit there and second guess it, but then catch yourself second guessing it. Like, wait a minute, I don't really know if I want to do that. And then catch yourself and be like, wait, why don't I want to do that? I think this offer is coming in to give you the introspection you need to go, oh my God, I'm holding myself back. I'm letting this past experience or experiences hold me back from something that could potentially be great. So, okay, if it works out, fantastic. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I won't know if I don't try. So there's a twofold message here in this opportunity. Wow, that's really interesting. Twofold message. One is to, yes, get you out of your comfort zone and get you into learning something new or doing something differently, moving in a new direction. But it's also intended to help you begin to second guess whether or not you want to do this, and then to catch yourself doing that and go, whoa, wait a minute. This does sound like a good opportunity. Let me get some more information on this, or more information about this person who's offering it to me. Like, why am I so quick to say no to this just because of something that has transpired in the past? Why am I letting that past person or that past experience stop me from something that could potentially be great? So again, with that Queen of Swords, it's like, let me just get some more information. I think that's also the message here. Yeah, the offer is protected. Yes, it's, designed or crafted by the universe to pull you out of a rut and move you in a new direction. But it's also intended to make you go within and go, why am I letting some jerk from the past or some bad or negative experience from the past stop me from doing this? And why am I going to let that person already did ABC to me in my past, or already had that experience? Why would I allow that to get in the way of this? So yeah, definitely twofold message here for you. Okay. When is this opportunity coming in? Can we get timing? I mean, I see 8 days, 9 days there. Not every card in tarot is timing, but can you give me some timing here for the Leo collective? When can they expect this offer or opportunity to come in? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Ah, the Star, which could be by Aquarius season, but I feel like it's once you ask for it. So we have this new moon in Sagittarius coming up. I would ask for this opportunity. I would ask for the opportunity to be given to you. Whatever is for your highest and best good. Go to school, learn something new, go out on a date, hang out with people, receive divine inspiration to learn something, do something. It could just be even like a do-it-yourself project around your home. Whatever it is, I would ask Source. This is almost like meditation under the stars, right? A little bit of like a new moon ritual energy here. I would call this in. I would call this in. Whatever that Ace of Wands is, Ace of Pentacles, I would call it in. Whatever you feel is for my best and highest good. I think you need to say that. I think you need to say, I'm ready. I think the energy of the new moon in Sagittarius on December 19th, 20th, depending on where you live in the world, is the opportune time for you to call this in. Tell me more about calling this in. Tell me more about calling this in. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Magician. Manifest it. Call it in. The Emperor and the Nine of Cups. I would call in Lovers, Page of Swords, King of Swords shows themselves again. I would call this in. I would, if this were my reading, I would make the choice. Lovers is the ultimate choice card in tarot, to call in this opportunity. I think it'll make you very happy. I do. I think it's a divinely orchestrated, divinely protected opportunity, but you need to specifically ask for it. So whatever it is here that you need, bringing in the love partner that you want, the creative idea, maybe financial assistance so you can go to school or learn something or remodel your business or launch your own business. I would call in the new opportunity and maybe even call in the person, not a specific person, but a person to bring in this divinely protected opportunity. It's yours for the taking, but you need to ask for it. That's your message in this new moon in Sagittarius. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out your other placements. And thank you so much for being a time traveler. Until I read for you again, Leo, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.